Now I'm continues the part 2 of this video. Starting with the micronutrients, sodium is a ubiquitous among the most foods and beverages. Therefore, the amount of sodium intakes among the population is primarily dictated by the complex interaction of the cultural context and dietary habits. Sodium is a main chemical component in the common table salt, but only 11% of the sodium intake in the US is attributed to the salt added during the cooking or the salt table. In contrast, the majority comes from the processed foods. The improved blood pressure control in the American Society of the Hypertension and the 2010 dietary guideline for the American recommendation reducing the sodium intake to goal of 2300 mg per day. The evidence the dietary sodium and blood pressure are positively linked to the strong and consistent, and includes the result from the large number of recommended controlled trials. The well-known DASH and DASH sodium trials demonstrate the effect of DASH diet as compared to the physical American diet at 3.6, 2.3 and 1.2 respectively of the sodium, with progressively lower blood pressure as a result. A recent meta-analysis of 37 randomized controlled trials also demonstrate the strong and consistent relationship that has been observed between the dietary sodium and blood pressure. Now, other dietary factors is a fiber and alcohol. Now let's move towards the bad habits. It doesn't mean that person is following the DASH diet, so he's free to do any bad habits, because bad habits is making the effect of this diet worthless. So it is very important that person who is suffering from the hypertension, they should avoid these types of bad habits such as smoking, reduce the alcohol consumption, stop using an excessive amount of sodium in the food. Apart from that, don't stay physically inactive, take proper sleep, avoid eating outside food. And to accelerate the effect of the DASH diet, it is more important to make changes in the lifestyle and avoid these bad mistakes. Stay as fit as fiddle is helping to maintain the body weight, and it would be the key features for the person who is suffering from the blood pressure. But in this present time and age, individuals do not have the enough time to do exercise, so they can switch to the hidden exercise. For example, avoid using the elevator and start using the stairs. Moreover, if they're using the car and they are driving to the job, so they can park the car intentionally too far away from the workplace and then go by walking. In short, weight management is an essential part of the treatment. Due to the advancement of technology, we can monitor the different body parameters like blood pressure, heart rate, activity levels while being at home. Developers of these devices says that it is cost saving and can help in improving the chronic disease management, which will eventually lead to the reduce the burden of the physicians. Another emerging device is scalphone and applied to the visitor fingers. This wearable device track vital sign of the via optical sensors. One of the major benefits of this blood pressure sensor is it is monitors continuously and avoid the sleep disturbs. Another couples device include the app that works on touching screens by the finger on the smartphone. They are the highest rated applications for the blood pressure, but they are not scientifically validated. In a nutshell, hypertension is one of the most common diseases globally, and due to its more serious diseases are taking place like cardiovascular diseases. Although there are ways which we can control it by diet modification, physical exercise, etc., but it is necessary for us to maintain the normal levels. The technology advancement have helped us a lot in measuring the different parameters of the body within the fingertips, and keeping a records has also become easy for us. research is still taking place for the knowing and the exact reason for the children having a hypertension and for the hypertension related the age one said. Thank you so much guys, these are my references.